Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful day outside, absolutely gorgeous now. Went to come out about an hour ago, and as soon as I stepped out of the door, it started raining. So we've had some rain, just a light sprinkle enough to get everything nice and wet. But I thought, I'm still going to go out and do it because I hadn't done anything fun. I've been doing a lot of yard work, trying to get that taken care of. Got my safety glasses, got my wax earplugs. I have to poke them in there. And then I got the old British light dragoon. And that's what we're shooting. It's the one I did the repair job on where I had to deepen the full cock notch a little bit. And we're going to shoot it. And of course we got there on our pole our clay balls and our bread. And then we're on a royal turkey hunt, so to speak, because I got a picture of a turkey there. As small as it is, I don't know what the actual distance would be for a turkey that far away from you exactly. I've shot at it 3 times before, as you can see up there in the right hand corner. If you zoom in on that target, you can see the 3 holes. So hopefully I'll have a turkey dinner here after I do some shooting. So I'm going to load this baby up and get her ready to go, and I'll step over here by my supplies and we'll get started loading her up. And there's our powder, our clay ball. We'll make sure the clay ball went to the bottom. It did. Whoa, got the dropsies. And a little piece of bread. Put that in there. Pack her down. All right, tighten up my earplugs. Sometimes you can shoot this and don't really bother your ears, and then you'll get one that'll be a ringer, and then you'll wish that you had earplugs in. All righty, and then half cock, a little powder on the pan. Put our frizzin', wipe our frizzin' off real good. It's still covered in oil more than likely. I forgot to hit it with some rubbing alcohol. Close her up. See if we can take that turkey out. Oh, it's at the top in the paper, high to the left is where that one went. And I was aiming, probably toward the turkey's feet. So when it comes to super accuracy, well, I don't claim to be accurate 100%. But, yep, and it didn't open all the way again, so could be more fun stuff going on there. The undoubtedly the frizzen spring is really weak, so I'm gonna have to look into figuring out a good way to strengthen that up a little bit and make it stiffer. And I think that'll help it to a certain extent. But didn't even get on the paper that time. Oh well, you can't win them all, right? The old sun's coming out. It's been mighty warm here lately. It's like summertime, huh? A little powder in the old pan. Well, not already. I figured I'd get quite a few shots out of it before we started having any issues missing. Well, that one's far off to the right, high. Straight across from the other one, opposite side. You know, blowing in that, it feels like there's some kind of touch hole obstruction, because it's really hard to blow in, and I seen smoke coming out from the bottom around the trigger. So that tells me we've got an obstruction here in the touch hole. We do have some little weeds that maybe might, that's too big. That maybe gets thinner down here. A little piece of weed will work, because yeah, little piece of weed. Of course, the frizz didn't open all the way. So definitely looking for a spring adjustment on that. I'm gonna go ahead and put some powder in this, and I'm not gonna put no ball in it or nothing like that. I'm just gonna look at maybe blowing out some of that obstruction, whatever it might be. So we got an obstructed touch hole, or yeah, that's what's going on there. So when you blow down that barrel, you can also tell if your touch hole's clear or not. Make sure it's empty, of course, when you do that. All right, turkey, let's see if we can put you on the dinner table. We can't even get it to go off, let alone put you on the dinner table. And I forgot, see? You know what these are? Now that's how it's supposed to feel when you put air through it. These are Alzheimer's memory checks. You get one of these and you'll just see how poor your memory is. If you ain't never messed with one of these, you'll probably get a kick out of people that have, and while they're doing it, because it's like, oh, you forgot that, man, what's the matter with that guy? His memory is like, You try it, see if you can remember everything, right? Try to remember everything and film and talk at the same time, right? So when I get frustrated by it, no way. I'm just going to have a good time and share it with my friends. Yep, my friends. Yep, they can't be here to enjoy it, so. But yep. Share it with your friends. Hey, boys. She's not hitting as good as I thought she would. I thought she'd be a whole lot better at pinging stuff. I don't think I'm gonna pack this bread in quite as hard. That might help. Put it down with this cheapy ramrod. It's light and small. That bigger one, you can really get a good tamp on it. So, pick up my bread again as I drop it to the ground. All right. Put a little powder in the pan. Shoots in 2F powder. That's what we got. Let's hope she does a good job of setting her off. Well, I'm not sure where that one went to. But I'll tell you what, that turkey keeps running around. He's back again. I'm not too sure that there ain't another obstruction there. Did I get a bunch of bread packed down there, or packed it too tight and got some bread in there? I don't know. We'll find out. Yep. I just tried without bread, but I had so much trouble with some of them letting the ball just roll out of the end of the barrel before I shoot it. Even though it seemed really foul and you wouldn't think it would move once it got down in there, it was still doing it. So, a little powder in the pan. Hopefully it's enough to do the job. Come on, turkey. Ah, booey. No good. No good there either. But yeah, I would say that we've got some bread or something down in there where it don't need to be. Something of that nature. It just doesn't seem that barrel is clear, or very clear. I don't know if I could run this down there, and it's definitely hitting on metal. Huh. Guess we'll find out, huh? Yeah, we're not getting a good spark like we'd like. I see some spark, but I think it's a weak hit on the frizzen that's causing me a lot of my trouble. But you know, you don't expect these to go off every time anyway. And if you do, you're probably fooling yourself on that one. And you might be better off using 3F on these pistols. That might make it a little better. Oh man, that's safe turkey once again. How many times can you get a shot at the same turkey, right? How many times? But we're having a good time, having fun out here goofing around. I brought about 20 balls out, clay balls to shoot, I think is what I brought out with me. I'll shoot all them, and then we'll be, or I run out of bread. Well, I run out of clay balls, I'll probably quit. Called it a good old time, eh? Yeah, he had a good old time. There's that voice you was waiting for, right? Ed acting silly. Old silly Ed. Trying to have some fun. They tried to take these things away from the colonists back in 1775, 76, before the Revolutionary War. Didn't get it done. Probably one of the reasons is if the bad guys, they don't follow the rules, so you know they're going to be armed and you're not. So you turn in all your stuff and be an honest citizen, you're going to be having people be like them old westerns, you know, where you just ride into your ranch. Guy goes over, hey guys, what's happening? Come on in the house for some coffee, and bam, they shoot him. Right now, if he was armed, they probably wouldn't rode into his farm in the first place. But more likely they've been scoping him out. They knew he didn't. Of course, you know, they knew maybe it's some place where you're not allowed to be armed, and that's where it seems like the old bad dudes look for. Like I would never go to my neighbor's house. I'm scared to go back to any house around here and even knock on the door, you know, because you know that's just how it is. I'll call them on the phone and say, hey, I'm going to come over, and then they'd be expecting me. That's a good, safe way to be able to do things, because it's a touchy situation nowadays, you know. I used to go to the gun store and I'd be there for hunting purposes, like deer or rabbits or stuff like that. Now you're there, it's all about self-defense, so it's a lot different. All right, let's see if we could shoot at the bottom of that steel target and hit that turkey. Let's do that. Let's have the wind quit, give me just a slight breeze so my sparks don't go like that. And then get down in the pan. Yeah, I don't know where that hit. one thing you know for sure, that turkey's safe. The way I shoot, right? But the fact is, we wouldn't be shooting a clay ball or a lead ball at the turkey. We'd be using buckshot. We'd be loading this baby up with buckshot. So I would imagine he'd probably get his feathers tanned, right? With buckshot, no doubt about that. So maybe I'll sometime bring out a load of buckshot and put in there and pepper that turkey's tail feathers, huh? I could do that. That sounds like a good old time, don't it? Yeah, that pretty much drops. And I cleaned this gun pretty good last time I cleaned it, but I noticed a wee bit of tarnish on it here and there. So I'm a little surprised where I got some tarnish. I just shot it the other day. Cleaned it real good. I'm like, tarnish? Why we got tarnish? I don't know. I did what I always do. But hey, it's starting to look like it'll get more antique looking, huh? The more you use it. Wow, this thing didn't want to spark at all now. You know, that's mighty frustrating when they do that kind of stuff. Mighty frustrating. Get the edges flint with a little bit of, rough it up a little bit. It feels sharp enough. That felt right. But somebody said something about putting a penny or something on this frizzen spring and shooting it with that in there, and it strengthened their spring. I don't know. Don't know about that. Had never tried it. I was thinking of heating it maybe a little bit and just expanding it a wee bit. See if that didn't help it. That's one thing I could think of. But I don't know. Definitely not the strongest spring in the land, that's for sure. But you can't get it to go off, so, you know, you can go out, have a little bit of fun with her. Let me bread again. I gotta pick that up. I don't know. I guess I'll shoot till I run out of bread, maybe, huh? Or maybe I'll try a couple without any bread, see how that goes. That's pretty tight. We'll use this guy. The bread come out of the refrigerator directly. It didn't sit out and dry or nothing. So that might be a factor that's causing me some fun too, because the bread is cold and damp. So that might be an issue as far as getting it to work good as a wadding. Plus, you know, it rained and all that, so lots of excuses. But I got none for missing this turkey 50 times. That's for sure. A whistle. Oh, the whistle I did. All right. Well, Mr. Turkey, you shall not meet the clay ball, huh? I would have no idea where to aim at. It does shoot high. I'm aiming really low too. Maybe I should aim even lower than that, right? Oh, there's an abnormal clay ball that didn't get rounded very good. spin out of there sideways or something. I don't want to break that ramrod. That'd be stupid when you got this big one here you can just push it down with on that. We've got a little catch there in the barrel. Oh, excuse me. I had some steak and mashed potatoes, and I think it just came back out a little bit. So, pardonnez-moi, huh? All right. Yeah, this thing's the weirdest thing. Aim low, hit low. Aiming, I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. They just come out however they want to. How about that? But the target's definitely got more holes in it now than it did when I started. But the turkey is still perfectly able to run away. Maybe I should sneak up close and get point blank, huh? I'd probably be the only. I'll probably miss it at 2 feet away. I would not bet money that I could hit it at 2 feet away. Oh man, you think you could? I can hit it at 2 feet away. No, I don't know. Questionable. Very questionable, huh? This guy, we have shot him more than once, so we've had our struggles. It's an easy one to take apart and clean too, so that makes it nice. And it's quick. You can clean her up pretty quick. The back of the wooden stuff back here still looks really good. It's not chipped or anything. This screw, if you don't get it tight and there's any kind of movement, or it could chip your wood back here. So far this one ain't done it. But then we haven't shot any heavy lead balls either. That's for sure. You go doing that, you might find that it could crack the wood. Shooting lead, real projectiles that take a lot more pressure to move might be, you know, more likely to damage the wood back there. Did that go down all the way? Yep. Feels right. Once you play with them enough, you get a feel for them. All right, turkey. I need turkey from my table. You have to hold your breath sometimes, or that smoke will choke you out. I one time didn't hold my breath. I got my lungs all full of old gunpowder smoke. I surely did. All right. But yeah, one of these days I want to get out the old 1861 Blackpowder revolver, bring it out and do a little shooting with that. I haven't shot them in a long time. I've been playing with these flintlocks. It's a lot more dangerous with them because you got that 6-cylinder, you know. It's a lot more to it when you load them and everything. Once this one's shot one time, it's finished, but you got 5 more potential dangers there on those.